Department of Finance has to be a priority department. But that's not the first priority. DSW is another priority. The DOJ is a personal preference on my part. The fourth platform has to be judicial reform. In our country, we have something like only 18% conviction rate for all the cases that are filed. I want to make that very, very clear. 18%, and that's so far from what American, for instance, has, which is about 95%, and which Japan has 95%. In our country, there is no certainty of punishment when you commit a crime. For instance, the fertilizer scam, it took them 4 years before they started investigations of Job and it takes 6 years to adjudicate cases. So there was this lawyer I was on a plane with going to Davao, and he was saying that if he had a client who owed some money to somebody, that he would advise him not to pay because it takes 20 years to litigate the collection. Okay? So the stick portion of our agenda has a lot to do with the efficiency of the DOJ, the prosecutorial service, and of course you will have to deal with the judicial department in that we will want to get them engaged so that there is swifter application of justice in our country. Now, as to names, I am really not comfortable in naming names because we have supporters at this point in time who have been harassed already for joining our campaign. I don't want to increase the bullseyes of the people's voters.
Okay, qualification.
We have to have a proven track record as far as the field is concerned, but also we will be welcoming newer talent who have not been given the opportunities to do so, but have demonstrated abilities that are commensurate with the positions that will be offered. At the same time, there has to be, of course, a large trust of measured confidence as to their ability to perform, meaning advancing the agenda that we wish to advance in the country.
About Senator Rojas?
Senator Rojas and I have had discussions. When he initially stepped aside for me, I did offer him the vice president. So I asked, Chief, I assume you'll be my vice president. He said, let's not talk about that. There's plenty of time to discuss that. Now, he will be in charge of several clusters of departments. And he has competencies, of course, as far as economics and financial side is concerned. But I leave it up to him to determine division of labor. So we will be focused on a set of languages, and I will be focused on other sets.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, about 6 years is not really that much time to affect all of the changes.
I like the idea about the judiciary. That's one of the because I have myself a case that hasn't been resolved for 10 years.
Precisely.
Thank you.
Senator, you mentioned in your recent economic policies that is your vision to have lower taxes for all. Will one of your measures be removing income tax for a certain income bracket?
They've done that already for wage earners. Let me just check but there is already such a scheme. Why do we want to lower taxes? But that will not be in the first year, obviously. We have to address the budget deficit. What were we saying? During President Ramos' time, I made to understand that we reached a tax collection efficiency ratio compared to GDP of about 18%. Presently, we are at the 12 to 13% level. Increasing it even to the 15% level will give us 150 billion in additional income without raising taxes. Our position is do not raise taxes while you are not able to collect the taxes that are already there in our laws. Okay. Why do we want to lower taxes? We believe the private sector will respond faster to changes in economic conditions that will run down to faster growth of the economy because it will be more efficient in the utilization. So if you lower taxes, there will be more income for investment and therefore it will grow the economy faster while retaining the same revenues that we need for social services and other things the government has to accomplish.
Senator Norman, the Philippines will be among the countries which will suffer the reaching of the climate change and the global standards here, like what are your plans regarding the environment and what will you creation of more residential service?
But that is one of the avenues that we can explore. But our ecological platform, we try to make it as simple as possible. being all inclusive of all the concerns that we have, and ang resident experts was he said that he phrased it, he cannot claim ownership. So if you don't have forests, you don't have watersheds, no watersheds produces no water, no food, no water. Amongst the problems that we have discovered is that the forest line is not been delineated. So when you hear people saying save our forests, that is just an obstruction. There is not, you cannot specify that this forest stretches from this boundary to that boundary will be preserved. There is 8% primary forest cover still remaining. Now, we want to, what do you want to fix? It's not to define what you want to fix before the fixing. But having said that, I think the slogan and the theme that the very has proposed encapsulates most of our concerns with the natural environment. And of course, has to involve also the idea of jobs in the mining industry versus mining experience of with markup. There has to be a balance between the needs of my jobs and the resource environment. Case in point is the one. So the one wants to use so much gold, but at the same time, it has been wild west territory. It has been despoiled. That has to be addressed. So, more than anything, the area also will have to be a proactive department as opposed to unprecedented. This is not performing its functions by law madraga or economic activities which it shouldn't be engaged in. Sure. Hindi ko naman umaangkin na magiging perfect yung aming sistema. Bakit ito? Meron sa nagtataya, mula 4,000 hanggang 25,000 ang posisyon na kailangan namin pupunuin. Nagbilang ako isang araw, sabi ko meron ba ako 25,000 friends that I've known from way back in acquaintances, associates, na kaya ko sabihin without batting an eyelash. Na sigurado ako sa nandito. I don't think any of us here will have 25,000 friends na kaya niya i-certify. Diba? But having said that, I'll use an analogy. Nasa Bicol area kami. Meron pong billboard ng mga politiko po doon sa area. Ang nakakatawa po doon, isang billboard, ito po grupo ng magkakasama politiko. Susunod na billboard, iba po magkakasama sa billboard nila. So yung taga doon po nakasama natin, sabi niya, tinan mo nga yung samahan nila. Yung samahan nila, hindi based sa prinsipyo, based sa convenience at sa pangangailangan, kaya papalit-palit. Kami po, ang bago namin isama sa aming grupo, ako po may barkada na mula ng grade school at barkada po ngayon, dahil nagmumula po kami na hindi kami kailangan magparami ng barkada, hindi po yung interest. Pero talagang yung ang loob namin sa mga barkada ito. No, na talagang totoo kaibigan mangyari. So pareho rin sa political alliances. Base sa prinsipyo. Kung hindi mo susunod doon sa direksyon na gusto natin puntahin, magiging malapit, magiging pabigat, bakit naman ako magdadagdag para sa ulo ko? Okay. So, pag yung taas, hindi mo gumagawa ng kalokohan, meron siyang moral suasion, pera pa sa legal authority para habulin lahat ng hindi susunod.